Welcome to ILLUMINATED VIBE Podcast. This is Change Your Life with Words series, where we're digging into how words we use every day can completely shift our reality. Hi, I'm Shema. I'm a certified law of attraction coach and a Reiki master. I'm excited that you're here to embark on this transformative journey with us, a journey we started years ago.
Hi, and I'm Nina, a certified law of attraction lifestyle coach and energy healer. Both of us started this journey years ago, discovering how mindset, energy, and intention can transform not just our own lives, but the lives of those around us. It's been a powerful experience, and we are here to share what we've learned with you. Thanks for tuning in, and let's dive in all together.
Our goal here is to give you tools and ideas to grow, find clarity, and live a more empowered life. So if you're ready to discover how words you use can create the life you've always dreamed of, you're in the right place. Let's get started.
Today, we're talking about a word that's small but mighty: forgiveness. It's a word we hear a lot, but how many of us actually stop to think about what it really means and how it impacts our lives?
One of the first steps to change your life is to change how you look at things, and by paying attention to the words used, especially in our self-talk. Dr. Wayne Dyer said it beautifully. When we change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And words are a big part of that shift.
Totally. Did you know that the words you use set the tone for how you see yourself and the world around you? For example, if you're constantly saying, "I'm so bad at this," guess what? You're going to believe it and see evidence of it. But if you flip it and say, "I'm learning and I'll get there," it opens up a whole different mindset. Remember, your outside world is a reflection of your inner world. The words you use sets everything in motion.
Words hold vibrations. They have energy. It's amazing how something as simple as a choice of word can flip the script. Here's the thing. With the evolution of society and language, we are misusing words, meaning taking them out of their original vibrational context. For example, think about how often people use negative words to describe something good or positive, like, "that's sick," or "that's a killer." With time, if not already, these words or phrases will be defined as being normal positive expressions. But are they really? We have been led to lose sight of what words really mean and the vibration that they carry. And as a result of this, we've been creating disconnection and confusion in our lives.
And that's why we're kicking off this series with the word forgiveness, because it's one of those words that people either misunderstand or avoid altogether, depending on their experience with it.
Just as I was saying earlier about words being misused, forgiveness is one of the words that give you freedom and getting your power back. Yet, in today's world, a forgiving person might be seen as a pushover or a doormat, which makes forgiveness seem like weakness. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or saying what someone did was okay. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's mainly about you. It's about letting go of the weight you're carrying. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful things we can do for ourselves and others.
Exactly. When you forgive, you're not letting someone off the hook. You're letting yourself off the hook. Off the hook for carrying around anger, resentment, or hurt that weighs you down. Forgiveness is about setting yourself free.
It may sound hard or challenging, right? That's because sometimes we hold on to stuff thinking it protects us. But the reality is, it's just keeping us stuck.
Think about it this way. Forgiveness is like cleaning out your closet. You're not saying the clutter was good or bad. You're just deciding it's time to let it go so that you have room for something better. But here's a powerful way to look at it. Forgiveness is about forgiving yourself and reclaiming your peace. You don't have to tell someone you forgive them. It's an internal shift.
This is where words come into play. How many times have you heard people say things like, "I could never forgive them," or even, "I'll never forgive myself"? Those words are heavy. And if you keep repeating them, sadly, they become a part of who you are.
Right. But if you start saying things like, I'm ready to heal, or even I'm open to forgiveness, you start to shift that energy. You don't have to jump to actually forgiving right away. Just by changing the way you talk about it is a great first step.
And it's not just about saying the words. It's about the words with the meaning, vibration that it holds, and with taking the aligned action. Forgiveness doesn't have to be this big dramatic thing. It can start small, like deciding to let go of being mad when someone cuts you off in traffic.
Or forgiving yourself for forgetting to text someone back. It's the little stuff that builds up. So starting small will make a big difference over time. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Forgiveness sounds great, but what does it look like in real life?
Let's break it down into steps. First, bring it to mind. Think of a situation or a person that hurt you or still holding a grudge against. Be honest about how it makes you feel.
Secondly, take yourself out of it, as in, like, take the me out of the story. Instead of saying they hurt me, just say they acted hurtful. Just focus on the action taken, knowing it wasn't towards you. This helps you see things objectively.
Third, look for the why. Consider the reason behind their behavior. Ask yourself, what might have made them act this way? Are they acting out of fear, insecurity, or something similar? This doesn't mean you're excusing their behavior, but it helps you come from a place of compassion and understanding.
Fourthly and last, forgive yourself first. Sometimes we're hardest on ourselves. Forgiveness starts with how we view ourselves. So look at yourself. Are you holding on to this hurt because it's easier than letting it go? Or is it because it's a familiar place or feeling for you? Or maybe it's tied to something you need to heal in yourself. Shifting to a more positive self-image allows us to release resentment and step into a higher vibration. Start by giving yourself some love. It makes forgiving yourself and others a lot easier. Normally, we would say, cut yourself some slack. But today we choose to say, give yourself some love. It's these small words that make all the difference. Those steps may feel challenging at first, but they really work. And remember, forgiveness is a process. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about being aware of it, showing up, and acting on it. So here's our challenge for you. Pay attention to how you talk about forgiveness this month, whether it's forgiving yourself or forgiving someone else. Notice the words you're using and if they're holding you back. Work on swapping them out with words that feel easier, better, and more believable and that resonate with you.
And if you're ready to take it a step further, try forgiving one small thing this month. Maybe it's letting go of frustration with a friend or giving yourself some love for not being perfect. See how it feels.
We'd love to hear how it goes, so feel free to share your stories with us.
Thank you for tuning into Illuminated Vibe Podcast. Remember, the words you choose create the life you live. Speak with intention and watch your life transform.
If you got a lot of value out of this episode, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and get into my next Change Life Before series in episode 2, where we focus on the word gratitude. Until next time, stay kind to yourself and keep your vibe high.